So now the game is trying to delete him. I hope y'all paying attention to the colors because now he is in the X full of his people that are wearing all white. Now he went from the square to the streets to the X. We are on the next part of this Super Bowl halftime show breakdown. I am your friendly rabbit. Follow me. You may think that the X that he's in means cancel him out because they said deduct one life, but on the PlayStation controller, X means confirm. So now they're going to attempt to erase him from the game. Now the angels in white are standing up. They like, hey, what you gonna do? They bouncing like you're not gonna do nothing. Like they ready to jump in. In every single corner, we notice that his angels are everywhere. And what he's saying is what they talking about nothing. What they talking about nothing. You don't want to go to war with it. Like it's zooming in. You see what I'm talking about? We suited and booted. Peekaboo, motherfucker. I'm performing peekaboo right now is like peekaboo, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. Notice at the top, slowly but surely is closing in though. They move away from one part of the X and eventually are backed into one corner. It's getting a little tight in here, but we're not going to let the fear get to us. We going to vibe. Then the Divine Feminine, only 4 of them are wearing white. During this whole fight, he's been on some revolutionary stuff. And he teases the song, They Not Like Us, but you know they like the Sue. You know they like the Sue. He didn't say that for Drake. He said that to represent how they use their legal system to manipulate the situations. Trying to push you in a corner. This whole time he been bucking up at the system. He been on some revolutionary war types talking, standing on business about his DNA and how he deserves it all, his land, his reparations. We're gonna get to that. But he's going to slow it down. He's playing the game smartly. He knows they out to get him, so now he's going to try to appease them. He is now taking the recommendation from X of staying calm until you get in close with your enemy. So now it opens up to the Luther song with the women walking in a S-type shape, wearing red and blue. And the red is still at the forefront. Throughout this entire performance, this is the only time we've seen the women in white. Remember at the beginning, there were 4 men who were giving him protection, giving him the energy he needed to go along this journey. Now he's pulling on the Divine Feminine. They support him and they see what he's doing for the collective. He's at the front. The women are still wearing red, so they're still angry. There's been blood that has been shed over their sacrifices. Now, SZA is sitting on the upside down triangle, wearing red, and there are blue dancers on the side of her. The stage specifically looks like concrete, and you're in the street and there's street lights. Notice how in the X it didn't have any concrete under it. So now the Divine Feminine is trusting him. He wants the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine to come together. He's basically saying like, if this world was mine, I'll take your dreams and make them multiply. I'm gonna make sure your enemies are taken care of. And the girls getting jumpy. They like, okay, wait a minute. SZA is wearing red. She says, in this world, concrete flowers grow, heartache. I'm only doing what I know. Even though I'm in this rage and this sacrifice that I've given to this country, I've done my part because I know better days are coming for sure. They're both harmonizing and saying, if it was up to me, we not giving nobody no sympathy. Kendrick is like, I've been fighting this game and I'm gonna take away your pain. Just give me a chance. Why is SZA standing on an upside down triangle? On the PS controller, the triangle is right side up. The triangle is the one at the top. We are in the rabbit hole, so whatever comes to the forefront down this path, we just gonna get into it. The triangle being at the top, I feel like it represents the Eye of Providence. We call it that because it's a cryptic symbol, the eye representing a secret group that believes in controlling the world. But the triangle is upside down. Now here's what the Divine Feminine has been doing. SZA was sitting towards the end of the triangle. The triangle being upside down, it resembles the downward flow of power flowing from the top to the down. Feminine energy, the element of water. It can also be interpreted as a symbol of instability or reversal of a usual power source. We are reversing the usual power source. And the next performance goes into All the Stars Are Closer. So now the women and men are marching together. And as you notice, the women in red are now being protected by the men in white. This is what the Divine Feminine has been asking for eons. Now we're on the circle. We are about to cancel this game. We've come together, and now all the stars are closer. We already know about his verse on the O. He is saying, corrupting a man's heart with a gift, false promises in a conversation. I don't even like you. Kendrick saying, I don't want your congratulations. I don't want none of that. This is why we are on the O button, because I don't want your congratulations. We are about to cancel this game. Uncle Sam is happy with this performance. This is what America wants. Nice and calm. Don't mess this up. And with the strategy of X, he gets in close, and They Not Like Us starts playing. Uncle Sam feels like finally we got him in, but nope. The women of the Divine Feminine are finally in the streets with him. And they like, are you gonna do it? He start going about there's a cultural divide and says 40 acres and a mule, this is bigger than the music. They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. This is for those who are not aware. Basically, we were promised 40 acres and resources. So after my ancestors being freed, well, my ancestors, they ran away. But Black people's ancestors can have some type of self-sufficiency. But here we go with the corruptions. After, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln. We can get into why they ended slavery really, but that's a whole nother story. After he was assassinated, Andrew Jackson took the stage. Andrew Johnson reversed the order by returning the original plantation owners their land. Makes you think, why would they give us the land of the plantation owners? You know, why would they do that? They didn't say, we're going to ship you back to Africa. We're going to give you your land back. We were promised this, but that was basically them rigging the game. And a lot of people will say that the NFL games have been rigged all the time. We have cultural representatives sitting at the table with the big white man. Because if they don't have control over who is influencing us, then it'll be bad for them. Now let's take this into a part 4 with his final message.